Hello and welcome to Shave&Butcher, the wet shaving equivalent of a perfect hair day. Good to see you. So we're back in this bathroom, so lights are horrible, angles are wrong, sorry about that. But we're on vacation, so that's what we're doing. First off, in the latest video, I had just watched Reservoir Dogs and was a bit excited over that. I don't think I mentioned the coolest scene of the whole movie, which is when Crazy cuts an ear off the policeman with a straight razor. I can't see what razor it is, but it's a straight, that's for sure. And bloody sharp as well. So, got that off my chest. You can go back and watch it frame by frame, as you will, won't you? Today's a special occasion. It is the 1 year anniversary of my YouTube channel. So we're doing a shave with exactly the same things as we did on the first one, which is why? Well, this video is for me, it's not for you. I'm reminiscing about the year. So soap is Shannon Soap's Barbershop. The razor is, I had good taste back then. Shave&Butcher. It's so shiny you can barely see. Well, you can see the stamp on the scales. It's full hollow, beautiful condition. Shave&Butcher. Well, the light's so horrible you can't see it. Sorry about that. And the brush is the beautiful GA7 from Jeff Anderson. A badger. Really cool. So I had good taste back then, I really did. I wrote down stuff that I wanted to say, so I'll be glancing down a bit because, you know, it's a few things I want to cover. Just wetting the face. Screw that. Won't do that. Too much moisture in the brush in the way. So one of the things that I thought I would do that quite a few people do is a giveaway, like a 1 year giveaway. And I'm thinking Paladin brush, which seems really cool, or an Osiris Bladeworks razor. They look pretty cool too. And I can't really afford them, so if you want to give away that to me on my 1 year anniversary, the email is in the bio section of the YouTube thing. So yeah, cool. Not that fussy. It doesn't have to be one of those, as long as it's something good, you know. Because don't send any rubbish. What would be the point? Send something nice. I like cake too, actually. Quite a lot, maybe more for Europeans or Swedes, because if you send a cake from like Australia, I don't know in what shape it's gonna arrive. Anyway, you know, it's a thought, but giveaway hereby open, okay? Oh, the scent on this. I haven't used this in quite some time. You get new stuff and you get excited by the new stuff. Losing hair. Maybe the brush is annoyed, it isn't used enough either. There's been quite a lot of Matti Lindholm brush lately, so that's it. But this one is really good. So yeah, I've looked through the rather many videos that I've made in this year, and which ones were most liked or most viewed. And top 4 are shaving the beard off, shaving the handlebar mustache off, getting kicked out the pool area in Miami by security, and announcing the channel, where I also announced the fact that I have Parkinson's. So those are the top 4. So all you lot want is destruction and things breaking down, isn't it? Interesting. says a lot about you, not so much about me. Think about that. Ah, lovely smell, lovely brush. Put a bit more water in. Thinking about whether or not I'm better at what I do, better at shaving than I was a year ago. I probably am, because I started looking at YouTube videos around the same time as I started my own channel, and I have picked up quite a lot, really have. And I made, good friends. Really appreciate that. It's a fantastic community. Cool, nice and wet. Just the way we want it. Yeah, so those were the most popular videos, but I was thinking about which ones I thought was most fun to make, and there were a few. I think maybe the greatest one to make was the one with Karina at Grönlycka, the artisan soap manufacturer. That was a lot of fun, and I actually put in quite a bit of an effort into making that. So did she, I believe, in the prep work. So that was a lot of fun, and that was well received. Such a lovely blade this is. And you can hear it, right? Hollow as you know what. Using the razor from the 1700s was a lot of fun too. Although you didn't seem to think so, but it was cool. It's a cheapo razor, but super old, and it's just a cool piece of history. And I like to imagine who've used it, over centuries. That's pretty cool. The first straight razor head shave was fun too. God, that was nerve-wracking. And literally the first one I ever made, I caught on video for you guys. There was a lot of blood. If you were with me back then, you'll remember. And it took such a long time. I still struggle. I do it occasionally still, very very seldom, and it's really hard. So hats off to the people who do it comfortably, like Oscar Protiva at OP Shaves, is the YouTube channel. So yeah, that was cool. And making the video about how to grow a handlebar mustache, which took 5 months, I think, to make, because I was shooting a bit every month. That was fun. I think it turned out pretty nice as well. I am a little bit tempted to grow facial hair again. Not because Looks good on me because it's, it's just interesting. We'll see, maybe the upcoming winter. I had fun doing the sea water shave, the salt water shave. I thought that was an interesting experiment. Again, you lot thought that was a lot of work, and I was sitting so uncomfortably, and you thought, seawater, yeah, we figured, we're all freaking amateur chemists, so of course you can't shave in salt water, and no, you can't, you really can't. Good one, good first pass. Salute. So yeah, and then there was a lot of, look at that, a lot of challenges for a while there. Mixed 3 soaps into one, and I forget what they were. Yeah, 3 razors in one shave. Craziest one, I think JB at Distorted Edge came up with, and I was shaving with two razors at the same time. 2 straight razors at the same time. Quite a few people actually did that. I did as well, and it was uncomfortable and a poor result, but an interesting challenge in ambidextrosity is not a word, but using both hands at the same time. Second pass. So yeah, there was a new challenge every week for a while there. Then people got tired of it. But it was fun. It'll come back. We'll get another run of challenges, I'm sure. Ah, this soap smells so well, so good. I should get another soap from Shannon's. I should say a big thank you to my Honemeister, guy who takes care of most of my razors. There have been a few. Matti have sharpened a few, and Oscar Prativa a few, and I have received 1 or 2 shave ready actually. But most of the honing is done by Niklas Gudmundsson, who's phenomenal. He has a few hundred razors, good ones too. I don't know if he has as many stones, but quite possibly. Yeah, so challenges there were, and then there were a few roasts, and that didn't take off as much as I thought it would. Frank Strömberg, the shark, whose YouTube channel name is Shark in Latin, and I'm not even going to try and pronounce it. You Google that. Starts with an S. He came up with the roast concept. He asked me before if he could roast me, and I said, of course, and we sort of, didn't set guidelines or rules, but figured, it could be pretty free. So I thought that was going to take off, but it is... it's hard to do, quite a bit of work, and more than anything, it requires tact and gentlemanship. So I'm not surprised not many of you actually did go ahead with it. But he roasted me, and it was really funny, and wasn't that mean. I roasted him back. A bit meaner, but not too bad. And then I roasted Matti Lindholm just to pass it on. And he was the champion. So he roasted me back and it was really funny, and he did a better job than Frank or I did. And then he roasted Justin, the Red Island Shaver. My God, I still go back and watch that because that was so funny. I watch a lot of stand-up comedy. Of course, it's a bit different if you know the victim of the joke, like we know Justin, but that was so funny. But Justin was too polite to return the favor and pick on someone else, and I understand that. That's perfectly fine. But it was fun. It was an interesting experience to do, although it has, of course, absolutely nothing to do with shaving. So, okay, get the chin. Look at that lather. And the cool thing with this lather too is if I leave it on the brush for an hour, I go back, it's still gonna be good. Just a touch of water maybe, and still good. Fantastic quality. What else was I gonna say? Yeah. Oh. Sorry. Bit of blood there, not a nick, just wear and tear. Yeah, another fun video to do was the tour of the London shaving shops. But I was looking for the Palmolive stick. That I later got from Scott Robinson. Thanks, Scott. But that was fun. It was fun. It was intimidating. Those shops are so posh. And I was, intimidating. And I felt I had to buy something in every shop in order to film, which I wouldn't have had to, but I did. The only thing I really enjoyed was the shaving stick from D.R. Harris, Arlington. I still use that. It's a good travel soap. Yeah. British Open in the background. Following the Swedes. And Rory McIlroy. Good job, good job. Yeah, another fun one, or not so fun, was the, and I did it just for the sake of YouTubing. I wouldn't have done it otherwise. I was just being showing off. Show monkey for you, and that was in the US when I tried to use hair removal cream, which turned out to be for black men. I don't know if it made any difference. It was white or black, but anyway, it didn't work, and it was so painful, and I had to wait a full 24 hours before I can touch the face again. Not good. The year, of course, also has been more or less the first year of living with Parkinson's. Well, yeah, almost very close. and yeah, you guys don't want to hear about that, but it's been an interesting year, obviously. Tougher on my family than on me, to be honest. But this YouTube channel thing actually started off with that as a joke. Straight razor shaving with Parkinson's disease. So I wouldn't have done it if it wasn't for the disease. So thank you for that, I guess. Although I would consider not having it and not having the YouTube channel as an option. But sorry to bore you with that sometimes. I try not to talk about it too much, but some days are good, some days are bad. Another cool thing which puts the Parkinsonism at a test was the Shavette experience, where I called up Frank Strömberg and said, "Yeah, do you have Shavettes? I'd like to try one. Can I borrow one and a blade?" And he said, "Yeah, sure." And he sent me four. Was it 4 or 5? Four Shavettes with half a dozen different kinds of blades to try out, and that was, phenomenal. That guy is terrific. Just a sec. Really very good. Get my post-shave stuff, which, like a prepared YouTuber, I didn't have. Alum from 444 Portuguese. Yeah, this shaving routine that I've sort of nailed down in the last year is really good. Proper pre-shave, proper cleaning, of course, and then a pre-shave oil that I make myself. Shaving, and then alum, followed by a splash, typically with typically with or without alcohol, and then a balm. Almost every time a balm. Not a thick one and not a thick layer, but a bit of a balm. And that, since I shave every day, I feel I need that, and that's good for me. And that's been honed out in the last year from trying things out, but mainly from watching you guys do things on YouTube, and you guys recommending things and talk about things in the Facebook groups. Alum off. So no, it's been cool. I've made new buddies, and I appreciate that. I didn't think I would. Akko, Swedish, extraordinarily painful not too bad, but it is strong. So I made friends and learned a lot, and I really appreciate that. And I love the banter back and forth. Flash boredom, as an example, is a lot of fun. We've never met, but you're a mate, and appreciate that, in spite of the fact that you're Welsh. That's okay. So I've had over 22,000 views of my videos, which is crazy, really. Most viewed one was the beard off thing, over 5,000 views, just because of the title, not because it's good. People like to see destruction, obviously, and shaving off a 5-month-old beard is destructive enough. So yeah, it was cool. And you know, this thing, disease or not, so Commander's vision. This YouTube thing is good. It's good for me. It's good for everyone who does it, I think. I'm watching not super many, but a few. And I have watched more before. And it's, you know, it's mental health. Shaving can be wet shaving because you have your moment of zen. But doing it on YouTube, if you're a bit of a theater monkey, gets you a bit of attention, gets you a sense of accomplishment, and that's important. It sure can be anyway. So I'll continue to do it for a while yet. Hopefully as long as I can and my hands are with me. I don't know what I will change, what I want to do more of. Maybe more interviews, because that was a lot of fun. But they're not easy to plan, especially face to face. But interviews could be interesting, and then trying to do things that are out of the comfort zone. We'll see. Stay tuned. Thank you for having watched me today. Thank you for having watched me for the last year. If anyone has been around for that long, I really appreciate it, and I appreciate the comments, the likes, the subscriptions, and you know that's what keeps me going. So stay tuned, and hopefully for another year. Once again, thank you, a big thank you. Thanks again, thanks a lot, and I'll see you around.